Hello, hello, hello. Welcome back, all of my beautiful friends from all across the vast reaches of the internet. I hope each and every single one of you is doing absolutely spectacular on this fine Tuesday morning, whenever you happen to be listening to this podcast episode, whether that be morning, evening, or into the night. Welcome to the Reddit Asks Us podcast, the podcast where we read and react to comments from r/Askreddit. I am your host, Luke Dick. Now remember, if you're listening to this podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, wherever else you get your podcasts, please leave us a rating and also leave us a review. Remember, you can respond to this week's episode by clicking the description of the episode in Spotify, and if you scroll down, there should be an option to comment, and there should also be the option to answer the poll for the week, because we do a Would You Rather from the polls every single week as well. Excuse me, this is an ad-supported show, so we will take an ad break after we're done reading the comments in the previous week's episode and reading out the poll. Please go ahead and join our subreddit r/Reddit Asks Us on Reddit, where there's a new mega thread posted every single week, and you can just post whatever you want in the subreddit, whatever your heart so desires. So, without further ado, why don't we hop in to the comments from last week? So, the last week's episode, wow. Last week's episode was wild. There was some crazy comments from Reddit. But I also read some of your guys beforehand, and they are also crazy. So if you haven't seen yet or haven't listened to it yet, please go ahead and do that. Last week's episode was, how did you feel disgusted by someone you knew? First one comes from Vortex. Whew. Prepare yourselves, folks. So I had a friend who was cleaning his ears with a cotton tip. He didn't think anyone was watching him, and he proceeded to pull out the biggest chunk of earwax I've ever seen. And he ate it. Oh my god. That is just terrible. Then Vortex says, sorry for not commenting, lady. I've been traveling. Binged the hell out of the podcast from episodes 210 to 235. Best ones yet. Thanks so much, Vortex. That is so appreciated. We always love to hear from you. Let's just say this is a decent rule of thumb, okay? If you have to look around to see if people are watching before you do something, odds are you probably shouldn't do that thing. All right? It's just a decent rule of thumb. You know, you're looking around. Is anyone going to be watching? If you feel paranoid about whether someone is watching, you should probably, the right question you should be asking is, maybe I shouldn't be doing this at all. This is probably a good test for that. Next one comes from a special little cat. So this friend I've had for about 7 years has become a pain in my ass for the last school year, and she pisses the F out of me, and she was yapping about how I'm her op. Like, girl, if I was, then you'd stop texting me. So I've ghosted her for a month. Not really disgusted, but quite annoyed. Also, Vortex, I gagged at that comment. Yeah, I mean, you can be disgusted with other people too. I mean, if one of my friends came around calling me their op, I'm gonna be like, what are we like? What is this? What's going on here? This is high school or something? Is this elementary? Like, this is not your op. Your op. What opposition into what? What are we opposition into each other? Like, why? I don't see the, like, why we're not affiliated. Okay, we go to the same school. We're not beefing about territory here. I don't understand what the argument's about. Okay, you're not slinging, that powder. Like, neither am I, so I don't see what the beef is about. Next one comes from Lolly Porty. I'm back, baby. Great to hear from you. I had a hydrated holiday. Oh, I'm glad to hear it. And finally, glad to hear it if you're of age in the country in which you happen to be residing. And finally had some time to listen to the podcast. I actually have a story this time. It's short but disgusting. This is insane. This is so insane. So, trigger warning. So one of my friends put a nicotine pouch under his foreskin, and then he put it in his nose. After all that he put it into his mouth. After all that, he put it into his mouth. As always, amazing episode. The best to you and your family. Well, thanks a lot, Lolly Porty, to end it off on a little bit more of like a a nice note complimenting the podcast, but we really just can't skip over that absolutely just freakish behavior. Like that is something no one asks you to do. Like no one's saying, "Hey yo, bro, hey yo, bet you won't put that under your foreskin and then stick it into your nose and then put it in your mouth again, bro." I bet you'd never do that. I bet you'd never even like think of doing that. Like why would you ever do that? Like you should go ahead and do that because like no one would do that. It's like, what? Why what? Like he's got to be the instigator of that. He's got to be like, "Yo, boys, check this out. It's freaking sick. Just watch me freaking pop this thing in my foreskin, bro. It's going to get me freaking lit, dude." You've never tried zins out of a foreskin? A foreskin? Forzin? You never done that? Foreskin? It's freaking, dude. It's going to get you popping off, man. It's going to get, it rejuvenizes the area. Okay? You're just going to be like, wow, you could fuck anything putting a zin under your foreskin. Okay? You could fuck a piece of steel rebar. Okay, with a zin in under the foreskin. It is just, if people say you can't do it, try a zin under the foreskin, bro. Foreskzin. I feel like that should be a thing. There needs to be forzin, something like that. There needs to be a market for this. Zins for your foreskin. Forzin. Okay? It's gonna be, it's another pouch, right? It's like we're all looking for a pouch. It's either in the mouth, stick it up your nose, in the foreskin. These are all great places to be marketing zins. Like, this is, I don't see, and it's got that it's like directly on for the benefit. Like, it's right there. It's right there. It's getting straight to the source. It's gonna just, it's gonna make you pop off, bro. Next one comes from Phil Savannah. Last one here. First off, I would have no issues shopping naked as long as I didn't get in trouble. Yes, I should say, before we read this comment, that the poll for last week, my Spotify is acting kind of strange right now, so I can't see what's going on. It's my Spotify's being weird. But the winner was of the Would You Rather. So the Would You Rather for last week was, would you rather get punched in the face once a month for a year or shop for groceries naked once? The winner was shop for groceries naked once. Interesting. I guess y'all are a little freaky. Just kidding. But so for Phil says, first off, I would have no issues shopping for groceries naked as long as I didn't get in trouble. No issues. It sounds like you've been waiting to do this. It sounds like you've just been waiting to. It's like just every day wakes up in the morning, checks the news, and it's like, damn it. Can't shop naked, I guess, today. When are they going to make the adult grocery store where adults can walk in fully naked? Okay, this is what we've been asking for. We need the legislation. When are we going to get the candidate that's willing to put on the line and say, listen, some grocery stores are for adults only. We know that you want to take your clothes off when shopping for your next meal. That's what everyone has, this innate desire to just strip down and buy some penne. Strip down and look for your next cut of beef. Look for your next cut of pork shoulder. That's what everyone's doing. Maybe a nice block of cheese, of brie cheese. But you want to do that fully unclothed. You want to feel the breeze while shopping for cheese, okay? That's probably a pretty good marketing campaign. Feel the breeze while shopping for cheese, okay? Everyone wants to do it. We know you do. For my answer, one time I saw my best friend lick the aluminum part of a yogurt lid, drop it face down on the floor, and lick it again. It was never the same. He also brushed his teeth before the coffee. His reasoning that it would make the coffee minty. Bro, coffee minty, like put a freaking candy cane in it or something. There's ways you can get around that other than by putting toothpaste in your mouth. That completely defeats the purpose. Toothpaste is not for a flavor. It's not for a mint flavor. Okay? It's for cleaning your mouth. It's for dental hygiene. by brushing your teeth before you have coffee, that's completely defeating the purpose of... That's like wiping your ass before you shit. Like, what? What? But it doesn't make any sense. What? It's like, yeah, I kind of like to get ahead of the game. I like to cut down on time spent doing tasks. So, wipe before, then it's just right out. Then I'm right out. Then I don't even need to wipe. It's like, what the fuck are you talking about, man? Okay. So the would you rather for this week, let's read off the would you rather for this week, then we're going to take a short ad break. I don't know if I already talked about that, but anyways, doesn't really matter. Would you rather fight a chicken to the death every time you have to get in your car? Excuse me. Or fight a gorilla to the death once per year, but you get a sword. Okay? I'll probably read out my answer next week because I'm not trying to be biased here and offer up some sort of caveat, but would you rather fight a chicken every time you got to get into your car, you got to kill the chicken, or once per year, you got to fight the gorilla, but you do get a sword? And let's just say it's the sword of your choice, right? So whether that's going to be a katana or a cutlass or whatever you want, whatever sword of your choice. Maybe not a lightsaber. That is kind of a bit unfair. But sword of your choice. Sword of your choice that exists in reality. Okay, we're going to take a quick ad break, then you're going to be hopping into this week's episode. All right, folks, welcome back, everybody, to the podcast. The cast where we pod. And this week's episode, as you can clearly see from the episode title, is what is the craziest dare you did or seen someone do in a game of truth or dare? I would have so many crazy stories for this if I had friends. No, I'm just kidding. I've always kind of avoided the truth or dare. I am so not a prank call person or like a dare person. I hated truth or dare. It was always lose-lose situation for me. It's like either you admit to an entire group of people who your crush is, like when you're a kid, obviously. I mean, that's kind of embarrassing now too. And then they're all left with that information, and the crush, generally doesn't reciprocate, or you are forced to doing something that you have absolutely zero motivation to do and don't even think is funny. So it was always kind of a lose-lose situation for me. First one comes from Dr. Horrible himself. We were at the dorms and dared our friend who had just gotten accepted into a culinary school, not even taken a lesson yet, to make us a fancy dinner with the dorm room appliances: toaster, oven, George Foreman grill, hot plate. He got up and left, and we assumed it was because he was tired of us always making fun of him wanting to be an Iron Chef. He watched it all the time. Nope, his ass came back with groceries and made us a short rib that I still remember thinking about to this day, and this was 22 years ago. This one was one of the more wholesome comments. Let's kind of decide to read this one off first, maybe to start off getting, acclimated to just a bit of a lighter note, because I'm going to tell you guys the rest of these comments are not the same. But there was a reply and Dr. Horrible said that they are a culinary professional now, working at a high-end hotel in Los Angeles. Then he moved to Vegas, and then he came back to LA to be a culinary professional, or as otherwise known across the industry. I don't know if you guys know this, but a chef. There's a little bit of insider info there for you guys. Next one comes from Cool Hand RK1. Drunk truth or dare Jenga in college. A girl pulled a piece that was dare, and it was prank call your parents. It was like 3 a.m., and she called them and only repeated the phrase, peace in the Middle East, over and over until they hung up. But then they showed up at the dorms the next day to take her home, thinking she was either on drugs or had snapped. Small town, super religious family. So I was drunk, and it was funny, wasn't really flying with them. Yeah, that's kind of tough. That's like those videos. I love those videos where people have like people in front of their parents. They'll say "de fuck" at the end. I know this is such brain rot content. I can't believe I'm saying this on my own podcast. It's like, here guys, listen to this brain rot that I'm always watching and listening to. Oh my god, it's kind of embarrassing saying it out loud, but it is funny though. Is when their parents, especially when they have like really strict parents or whatever. And they'll just say "de fuck" at the end of every sentence, and the parents just start freaking out. They're like, "Stop! What are you doing? Stop saying that!" It's kind of similar vibes here that I'm getting. This is before we had TikTok, okay? This is the OG prank calling the parents. But peace in the Middle East, that's gonna be, it's like, are you okay? Peace in the Middle East. No, but like, we just wanted to see if my mom's might be dropping up some dinner, around campus. She's in the area, so she thought she'd drop off a couple meals for you for the week. Or is that okay? Peace in the Middle East. Well, we don't have any Middle Eastern food, okay? So I can't give you a piece of the Middle East because we don't have any. I'm sorry, but there's no Mediterranean, there's no Middle Eastern food. I'm sorry, I can't deliver that to you. The mom made pizza rolls. That's what she made, homemade pizza rolls. That's kind of what but she brought veggies though, just so that, just in case you were trying to get, we just want you to be healthy, right? Peace in the Middle East. Okay, well, we're not cooking Middle Eastern food. It's not happening. All right, we're not cooking. I don't care how many times you say it. There's no Middle Eastern food for dinner. It's pizza rolls. It's pizza in the Middle East, hey? If you want to pretend it's the Middle East, pretend it's the Middle East all you want. But you're eating pizza in the Middle East. Pizza rolls. Okay, Mom spent a long time making those for you. Peace in the Middle East. It's like, yeah, this is kind of getting a bit intense. That's kind of not, that's definitely a concerning phrase. Like, it's much different if you had to be like, yeah, I'll do that after everything. It's like, yeah, I'll do that. So are you hungry? Yeah, I'll do that. You'll do what? You'll do hunger? I asked, are you hungry? It's just a yes or no question. It's, are you hungry? Yes or no? Not yes, I'll do that. That doesn't make any sense. Like, how has your sleep been? Yeah, I'll do that. Is your sleep been good or bad? Do what? Sleep? I hope you sleep. I hope you're sleeping. It doesn't sound like you're sleeping because you keep repeating, yeah, I do. I'll do that. How about I come over there and do your freaking face with my fist? Okay, no parental abuse here. That's just a joke. But yeah, that's not. I don't really think that's the right way to go. Reply from more Mog, especially for like super religious parents. Like, yeah, they're definitely gonna think something is wrong. Just repeating the same phrase, peace in the Middle East, peace in the Middle East, peace in the Middle East. It's like, okay, even if I wasn't a religious parent, I would be like, okay, I'm pulling you out of school for psychiatric evaluation. Mog Lorosh says, I had a party at my parents' house in college, and a friend of mine from the dorms wanted to come. He told his parents he was going out, and they were not happy. But the dude was 20 at the time, so he came anyway. The next day, we get back to the campus, and there are cops canvassing the place with his photo because they were reporting him missing. God. 20 years old? Like, 20 years old. Okay. This is, like, different levels of parenting, but in high school, obviously that's incredibly overbearing and invasive. Even when you're in high school, you got to give freedom to your children. But when you're 20, it's like, I pay for my own car insurance. Like, I've got a whole, I cook for myself on a daily basis. Like, this is, I don't know. What are you worried about? That I'm going to starve or something? Like, I have a job. I'm 20 years old. Like, I'm a working member of the community and society. Yeah, it's like, well, we just wanted to make sure that you were doing your homework and that you weren't being out late at night. It's like, out late at night? I'm a grown man, okay? I can walk late at night. That is what grown men do, okay? If I'm hungry and I want a snack, I'm walking out probably late at night. That's going to be the kind of deal. 20 is just insanely overbearing. 20 years old is like, this is a fully grown adult. That's not even close to a child. Next one comes from Veronixa. In 6th grade, my girlfriend dared me to kiss her best friend. I went for it and she got angry, saying it was a test and I failed. Come on, bro. I mean, like, really, bro? That's kind of like the most obvious one. There are so many traps, right? Like, would you love me if I was a gopher? I mean, yeah, of course. Of course I'm going to love you if you were a gopher. It's like, but, if I said, well, I'm not attracted to gophers, yeah, you're going to be pretty upset. You're going to be, that's going to make her pretty upset. Because you should love her if she was a gopher. You should want to do whatever is possible so that you can turn into a gopher and live a gopher life with her. That is probably the answer she's looking for, or to some extent. This one, I'm sorry, bro. I don't think I can defend you wanting to just mac with your girlfriend's best friend. Like, you think she's sitting there just like chill with that? Like, yeah, I guess lay it on me. Lay it on. My best friend's sitting right there, but lay it on me. Just come over here and let's just French style. All with the tongue, everything. She's just waiting with her tongue just out, waiting for the full-on make-out tongue kissing. Like, it's not a good look, bro. Really not a good... How could, like... Come on, man. There's no defense for this one, bro. It's like, what? You, like, dared me to do it. It's like, yeah, but you didn't have to jump up in enthusiasm and pump your fists in the air. Fuck yeah, dude, finally! Dude, I've been waiting my whole freaking life for this, yo! Fast tracking, I only was dating you to get to her. That wasn't gonna work. What do you... people, I genuinely do that. They, like, date other people to get close to their friends, and it's like, you don't think that when you guys break up, the friends are just not gonna talk to you ever again? Why would they? Yeah, their loyalties lie in the person that they had no idea who they were before their friend introduced them. Yeah, that's probably the safe bet of where they're gonna, have their loyalties for sure. Yeah, in some random guy who they only know through an auxiliary person. Sounds like a pretty great tight circle of trust to me. Yeah, come on, bro. I mean, this is 6th grade. I get it, but still, man, in the 6th grade. I think I could have done that in the 6th grade, bro. I think I probably could have done that as soon as I started feeling attraction for women. Being like, probably not a good idea to kiss your best friend. That's, well, you're right in front of me. That's probably not the road that the wise man goes down. All right, I think it probably would have just been, you know what, I'll kiss the mirror. I'll kiss myself. But your best friend, don't really think I'm going for that one. Got angry. It's like, what do you, like, babe, you literally can't get angry. You were the one who asked me to do it. That's like me being like, I dare you to shoot that innocent man in the head. It's like, officer, it was a dare. Listen, officer, I was double doggy dared. Okay, are you seriously going to tell me that you wouldn't have shot that innocent man on a double doggy dare? Okay? Like, what, like, this isn't any dare. This is a double doggy ooper duper super dare. Okay? I would have been ridiculed for the rest of my life in my friend group if I didn't take that innocent man's life. So, officer, I think I should be let off the hook for this one. Reply from Icy Bottle 2942. You miss 100% of the shots you don't take. Your girlfriend should have picked a bench warmer if she couldn't handle the playa. Let's see how great that mentality works for you. Yeah. Would you ever break up with me and be with my best friend? Babe, in all honesty, every time. I'm kind of just waiting for a good opportunity to just slide in her DMs. Maybe you die in a crazy accident and she's the first person I go to. That's probably how I would have done it. I'm thinking that you're probably going to die in some sort of international waters boating accident, you know, something that's not easily traceable, easily hideable, you know, just something that I can maybe even create an alibi for, saying that I was there or I wasn't there, but I actually was there. And then, you know, just looking for close comfort, and then who so happens to be there but your best friend. But yeah, no, it's not off the top of my head, though. Definitely not. Yeah, off the top of my head. Yeah, for sure. It's not like I've ever thought about that in my entire life. Yeah, I think that's going to go really, really well if you have that attitude in future relationships. It's like, before we get into this, I'm going to have to see which one of your friends I'd rather make out with than you, just so that you're prepared for the answer when it eventually comes around, that question rears its head. You know, we'll have to see. Next one comes from Ton DC. Land Shark. At a party, I got dared to strip naked, get carried in a plank position above the heads of 4 guys with a frisbee clenched between my ass cheeks to look like a shark fin while everyone sings Baby Shark. At a party? Okay, well, I guess it's at a party, but I just, the thing about this to me is that the other dudes, like, who are just volunteered for this are just going to have your junk just kind of swinging around. Like, that's going to be, you're going to be pretty, like, that's pretty exposed. Like, you know, that's, you're not hiding anything from those dudes. Like, I can't imagine I'd be the first guy to volunteer, you know, for that position is, oh, dude, I want the taint. Like, give me the taint. I want to look at that taint. I want the back right, dude. I want the back right. I gotta see the taint, bro. I gotta see them fangs swinging from side to side, bro. I call the back, dude. The back is mine. Are you sure you don't have something to tell us, Luke? What? No. What? Come on, bro. It's all part of the experience, man. Like, don't even, come on, bro. You're telling me if you was part of this dare that you wouldn't want to carry the back, you know, and swang that thing side to side? Like, come on. It's like, do your ears hang low? Like, come on, bro. It's going to be fun. It's going to add to the experience. Add to the experience in what way? I feel like that's not going to add to the experience at all. That's going to make it really disgusting and gross, and I wouldn't want to do that. Not that they're saying, not that there's something wrong with admiring that kind of thing, but not for me, though, I think. So you sure you don't have anything to tell us? It's like, bro, you're blowing this out of proportion, man. Come on. How do you not see that perspective? His beautiful, I mean, his taint is right there, man. His balls and, yeah, bro, it's just already there for the taking. Whoa, for the taking. Yeah, it's just a phrase, man. It's just a phrase. Just, I wouldn't even. Anyways, I dibs back right. Okay, bro. Also, again, like, who goes to a party and sees somebody like naked being like carried around like that and thinks to themselves like, fuck yeah, dude. Yeah, I was waiting for this to come around. Where's the dude with the shark fin, bro? Where's the naked guy? It's already like 1:30, bro. Where's the guy come out with the butt cheeks between the freaking frisbee, man? I've been waiting all night for this freaking guy, bro. I was like hoping you guys would do something different this time. Dang, bro, not at this party? Damn. It's like no one wants to see that. Like no one's looking at that being like, finally, they fucking did it, bro. Oh, I was holding out for another half an hour and hoping they were going to do that shit, man. It's like how to clear out a room right away. How to make everyone leave your party. So you spent all this time inviting people to your party, getting people there, you know, like making it this big event, and then somebody comes out just buck ass naked, and it's just immediately kills the vibe. I really don't think that, like, I'm thinking to myself after I leave that party, like, dude, I can't wait for the next party when there's another naked dude. I wonder when they're gonna text me. I wonder when they're gonna send out a big group chat message saying, "Yo, party, there's gonna be more naked dudes." So just in case you're wondering, here it is. I really don't think that that's going to be the majority of people at parties. Next one comes from Illustrious Clot or Illustrious something. I know a 21-year-old girl who was on break from her 21-year-old boyfriend. Not broken up, but on a break. We were on a break! She was also really mad at him. Her shit-stirring best friend dared her to give her boyfriend's 18-year-old brother a blowjob, and she did. They were both pretty drunk when it happened. Okay, bro, you didn't need to mention that part, okay? That doesn't excuse the behavior. Like, you can't just say anything. It's like, yeah, I bombed that building, but I was so drunk when I did it, though. I was wasted, so you gotta give me benefit of the doubt, man. Come on. Like, as if you don't get wasted from time to time and assemble all the parts that it takes to make a bomb, and you look it up and get instructions from the dark web, and then you meticulously plan over a series of months how you're going to slowly start smuggling the bomb-making materials into the building and start planning it on different floors and levels so that when it explodes, that it topples on top of each other, allowing for absolutely the highest chance of mortality. Like, it's not like you don't do that when you're drunk, man. Come on, dude. Like, chill, bro. She took a picture of it and sent it. The friend took the picture and sent it to the boyfriend. For some reason, she thought this would merely upset him, not spell the end of their relationship. He ended up cropping his brother's face out, printing it out, and making copies, leaving them all over the lecture hall right before class. It was very ugly, obviously. This would be merely upset? Merely upset. Babe, was that you sucking my brother's dick? Yo, crazy prank. Well, yo, I can't believe you did that. I seriously can't believe you did that. That got me so good. Oh, man, you got me good on that one. Oh, pranked, man. I got so freaking pranked. God, fuck. So pranked. God damn it, fuck. Oh, you got me so good. I'm gonna get you back. Oh, no, I can't. No, I can't. Okay. Oh, I might think about it, though. Maybe. No, thinking about it either, babe. Okay, sure. Yeah. Oh, no worries, babe. Yeah, that was stupid anyway to think about even saying that. But dang, man. Oh, my brother. What a prankster he is. I'm gonna have to get him back for that one. Wow, bro, you got me. As if you would just let her do that, and she told you it was a prank. She told you it was a prank. Oh my god! Wow. Oh, that's better. That she told you it was a prank and you did it. Wow, that's funny. So freaking funny. Wow, joke's on me. Oh wow. Oh, that's just hilarious. I think we should, tell everybody. Post it on Facebook or anywhere that I'll put that out there. That's just couples prank. Couples pranks. It's like we're like an Instagram couple, babe. Put couples prank. Put it out on Instagram. Yo, my girlfriend sucking my brother's dick. Oh shit. We were on a break though, so like I just what do you expect? How do you expect him to respond? Like, damn, chill. That was so chill. You know, we're just that couple though. We're just that couple. I mean, she got me on that one, so I guess I'm just gonna have to get her back. Man, I always lose at these pranks. I always seem to be the butt of the joke when it comes to these pranks. Oh, I sucked your brothers. Oh, I sucked your uncles. Oh, I had sex with your dad. Like, it always ends up like that. It's weird. It's so weird. But my family, man, they love taking part in the pranks, man. Even my mom, yo, you fucked my mom. Like, all my family, for some reason, loves taking part in these pranks. I don't know what the deal is, man. This has got a family of pranksters, man. Family of court jesters. Next one comes from Brief Jaguar 3111. It was only crazy in context, but my two-faced friend dared the guy I liked, who she also liked, to kiss the prettiest girl in there. She got the idea after seeing the perks of being a wallflower. And I'm sure her logic was that my dude wasn't going to choose me because we were super close friends and he didn't want to make it awkward. However, unbeknownst to her, he and I had just started dating. We hadn't told anyone yet, so he just looked at me, smiled mischievously, went in for the full kiss with tongue. That shocked everyone. What if he just didn't go for you? What if he just kissed your friend instead? You guys are fully dating, and he's just like, you know what? I know what everyone's thinking, all right? Because there's this like tension between us, but you guys are right. I'm going to go for somebody else. Marissa, come here. Goes for the friend. Like, what the fuck? Babe, we couldn't make it obvious, babe. We were just trying to like hide it. I'm not comfortable with releasing this information, babe. You told me I didn't have to tell people I wasn't comfortable. It would have been way too obvious if it was you and me. Okay, now everyone would know. So I just went in for the prettiest girl. Okay, that's what I did. I genuinely did that. I went in for the prettiest girl. Like, that's his excuse. It's like, babe, what do you want from me? I went in for the prettiest girl. It's like, yeah, you're like fine, but like, babe, Marissa was there. Did you not see her? She was looking so fine, babe. You're telling me you wouldn't have done that. Yeah, yeah, nice try. Nice lie. I can see right through your freaking teeth. Babe, you're lying right through those teeth. You would have totally kissed her. So I just did what any person in the right mind would do. I just went in for it. But you didn't have to French her. It's like, babe, like you only get one chance. You only get one shot, man. She's so hot. Okay, I feel like this is kind of unfair. I went in. I did the honest thing. People said, yo, kiss the hottest one here. I was like, dang, Marissa's here. You're like looking okay, but like, damn. Marissa's right there. I might never get this chance again. Next one comes from Balico. My 17-year-old me in high school, yes, this was in Florida, my friend, let's call him Dan, decided he was going to be a professional stuntman in the future. Dan insisted he knew the proper technique to be hit by a car and take zero damage. He knew I had a beater truck. First of all, this is off to a bad start. Car and truck are not the same. Kobe Bryant jumped over that, like, McLaren or something. Okay, do you know how low to the ground a McLaren is? Okay, a McLaren probably doesn't even go up. I'm not a very tall person, okay? I'm like 5'9", 5'10". Like, a McLaren probably might even go up to my belly button. That's how low these cars are to the ground. Maybe a bit above that. Okay, Kobe, damn. He jumped over it. That's crazy. He's also one of the most athletic people on the planet, or he used to be at least. He's also a 6'6" tall basketball professional NBA player, so he's already high, like taller than everybody else. And yeah, he's ridiculously athletic. So, you know, that's, and he's also jumping over a car that's not very high to the ground. You're starting with truck? It's like, yeah, dude, I can jump over any car. Ford Focus, you know, Mitsubishi Lancer, Honda Civic. I'll jump over them all. Well, you know, I do have an old F-250 in my yard. How about that? It can't be that much different. Yeah, it's actually jacked up too. So yeah, it's probably about 7 feet, 8 feet tall in the air. It's that high, jacked up. It's like, well, you know, you got to do it, bro. I mean, it's a car. A car's a car, right? He knew I had a beater truck, so the chance to take any damage to the vehicle was minimal. That's what you're concerned about? You're concerned about the damage to the car and not the damage to, I don't know, maybe 206 bones in your body? Long story short, he sprained his wrist and bruised his shoulder getting hit in the school parking lot. I still have the recording, and I really don't understand how he didn't break his neck. Thank God. 2 years later, he asked me to try again and completely shattered my windshield. And just for the receipts, this guy actually did post the video in the comments. So it was a real video, and I was looking at the comments following it, and it apparently was a real video. Like, again, that's insane. It's like, okay, jumping over a car is one thing. That doesn't just immediately translate to a truck. Okay, a truck is generally all trucks. One thing that distinguishes cars from trucks, I'm not sure if this person doesn't or knows this. Obviously, maybe not privy to this, but trucks tend to be, majorly speaking, like for the massive most majority of trucks tend to be bigger than cars. Okay? If you've practiced jumping over a car, I'd only be confident jumping that if you can jump more than double the car. There's no immediate translation. You probably got smoked by the grill of the truck. Like, I don't even care how high you jumped. You at least smoked the hood of that truck. There's just no way. Next one comes from Flaxmore College. Landed on a fraternity. The group is co-ed, but we called it a frat. Brother of mine, and it was dare to make out with the guy next to you. They started making out like a gay porno. Turns out they were both gay and sat next to each other hoping for that one. Well, I mean, at least they got what they want. They got what they wanted out of it. It's like, you know what? That'd be super weird if someone dared us to kiss. That'd be very weird. It's not like I would ever want to do that ever in the world. We should just... Did someone say it? I think I heard somebody say it. Oh my God, I heard you say it. I didn't say anything, bro. You've been talking this whole time. We just sat down. We didn't even say we were going to play Truth or Dare, right? I haven't seen you guys in months. Like, we were just going to catch up, like, on our past. I'm pretty sure I heard Truth or Dare. I never miss a Truth or Dare. It'd be crazy if you guys dared us to kiss right now, right here, full on make out, and then go into the bedroom together. That'd be like super, super weird and like totally not like awesome in every way possible. So weird. But I guess we gotta do it. Just gets up immediately. Just, okay, guys, I'll see you later. Okay, that was a really quick game of Truth or Dare. Next one comes from Break Bats, Not Hearts. 9th grade standard hormonal teens just doing dumb teen stuff. Kiss him, touch her, flash him, flash her, slap his ass. One of the girls decided to go all in and dares one of the War Wild guys to put his thing in a water bottle. He says, sure. When he goes, that's what his response was. Sure, I'll do that. Everyone's waiting just for the, whoa. He's just like, fuck it. Sure. I mean, it's, I do this at least once a week anyway, so, like, sure, whatever. Yeah, no worries. No worries at all. Oh, I'll get that done for you right in a second, okay? Well, let me just, so he begins to try to, he gets it stuck. The girls think it's funny, and the guys understand the severity of the situation. He begins to sob, like hysterical. Are they gonna have to cut my dick off? Sobbing. This was pre-cell days, barely, so I ran to the nearest classroom. Pre-cell? I don't know what that means. Oh, pre-cell phone days. So I ran into the nearest Who calls it a cell? Everyone calls it a phone. A cell? Hey, yo, do you have your cell on you? I don't think I've ever called it a cell. This is so millennial. So I ran to the nearest classroom because, of course, this was happening on school grounds. Explained to the teacher what was going on. 911 called. Lots of people got suspended, and me and one of the other kid dodged a bullet by being the responsible ones, by running for help. So we didn't get in any trouble. But his thing stayed attached, and he immediately changed from one school of fuck-arounds to get... Oh, he immediately changed from one of the school fuck-arounds to an incredibly devout churchgoer. I mean, if you see him at church, I don't think you're beating the allegations, bro. I think you're kind of gonna be that guy. You're always gonna be like, congratulations, Father. I'm very happy to hear about your priest confirmation. That's amazing. I'm glad you've entered into your priesthood and have really taken seriously the what it means to devote yourself to Christianity. Didn't you get your dick stuck in a bottle in like the 9th grade? Didn't you do that? Didn't you get your hog inside of like an Evian water bottle? Like, wasn't that you? That's crazy, Father. That's crazy. You are one dirty dog, Father. It's like, praise be that you were able to get your thing out of that, because woo, that's those things are tight. Those things are tight. Okay? Not that we all haven't been there, Father. I know you were a freak. I know you're freaky. You get a little freaky. I don't think you're ever beating those allegations, bro. Going to church is not going to be like, you're just like, I mean, I don't care how much you pray. That's not going to make it go away. You're not going to be like, wake up one morning and your prayers are magically answered and everyone forgets that you got your dick stuck in a bottle. I don't think that that's how prayers work, okay? I think that it's supposed to work in the sense that you should maybe have not done that in the first place. But yeah, I don't think prayer's gonna solve this one. I don't think prayer's gonna make this one turn around. That's so crazy. I mean, reply from Useful Milk 664. That bottle of water scared Christ into him. Reply from Zealous Ideal Bus 526. Must have been holy water. Yeah, that's what holy water will do. Maybe a little bit of holy water is all the kids need, and it'll stop them from putting bottles on their hogs. Next one, let's do the last one here. Comes from Toast Queen 13. One of the kids I went to school with was dared to drink a can of oil in shop class. No one thought he actually would. He was both hospitalized and kicked out of the tech school at the end of the year of his junior year. His senior year, he had to make up for all the credits he was otherwise excused from because he did not complete 3 full years of his program at said tech school. To his credit, he did actually graduate on time. Again, like, how is this a dare? It's like, yo, I dare somebody to drink that vat of acid. Let's just see what happens, bro. What's the worst that can happen? Drinking used motor oil? I mean, it's used, okay? It's obviously not toxic anymore. It's been used. You don't want to drink the fresh stuff that all the chemicals are active and haven't been used yet. That's why you drink the black stuff, because it's basically the leftovers. It's like eating leftovers. Come on, it's like the same thing. I don't like. Again, the mentality. What is the worst that can happen? I'm trying to weigh the pros and cons here of drinking motor oil. On one hand, that's a pretty cool story. On one hand, I drank motor oil. On the other hand, I drank motor oil. Okay? Imminent death is on the other hand. So, tough choice on this one. All right, folks. Thank you all so much for tuning into this week's episode of the Reddit Asks Us podcast. The podcast where we read and react to comments from r/AskReddit. I am your host, Luke Dick. Now, remember, if you're listening to this podcast, please go ahead and leave us a rating and also leave us a review. It helps out the show so immensely much. I join our subreddit, r/Reddit Asks Us. I love each and every single one of you. Peace out. Love you. Goodbye.